Good morning. We are here waiting for the train. So we've got our luggage. We left our Airbnb. We are headed to Disney. So here, the RER, you can see when it's going to come, and then in this map is going to show you. And we get off here at the very end at Marnie de Chessy, and that's where Disneyland is. So anyway, use the RER A to get from Paris to Disney. So there's the RER A, and that's where we're headed here at the end. And you can even see the little Mickey. Now you can see on this board, our train will be here in 5 minutes. The next train to Disney doesn't come for another 22, so what, 17 minutes after that, and then another 17. So they come about every 15 minutes, but you can just plug into Google Maps, Disneyland Paris. Good morning. We are on the train headed to Disneyland Paris. We've got our luggage. We survived getting on the train. It really was pretty seamless. I can't lie. It was really pretty easy. I was really nervous, just reading about it ahead of time. I get on the RER A and it just takes you straight to Disney. So we are on the train right now. The plan is to get to Disney around 8-ish. Rope drop is 8:30. I shouldn't say rope drop, early entry, because we are guests at the Disneyland Paris Hotel, which means we get an early entry is an hour, 1 full hour. I am so excited. We're here! Oh my goodness, this is the Disneyland Hotel. This is also where you go into the park. We're gonna go drop our luggage and get going. I made it to the Disneyland Hotel, you guys. This is where I'm staying. I'm gonna check in real quick. I'm sure my room's not ready. I'm gonna drop my bags and make it to early entry by 8:30. That's the goal. So I decided not to check in yet because I know my room's not ready. So I'm just gonna leave my bags here. They will take my bags. They gave me a little claim ticket, and then I will come back later and get my bags and check into my room. They said they'd actually deliver them to my room. Okay, so that's where I checked in over there. It is raining, so I've got my rain poncho and I've got my umbrella. And I'm gonna line up over here where it says Disneyland Hotel for early entry guests. I'm at Disneyland Paris. I can't believe this. Okay, not gonna cry, but wow, that was really exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here, you guys. This is so very exciting. So they are decorated for Halloween. Hold on. So they've got Halloween decorations. Listen, they got spooky music going. Oh, let's just take a walk down Main Street. As I walk down Main Street, it feels all too familiar. The views, the music, it's like I'm at Disneyland in California, but this time I'm in Disneyland Paris. What a dream come true. Okay, these are all early entry guests. We get in an hour before regular guests when you're staying at any of the Disney properties, which there are 6 of. Here's the castle, and you have the same concept where the middle and then the spokes off to each land. There's their Tomorrowland. It's not called Tomorrowland, I can't remember. Through the castle's Fantasyland, where there's Adventureland, Frontierland. We're headed to Peter Pan. I made it to Disneyland Paris. I'm so excited. My first time here. There's Fantasyland. So of course I'm stopping to take some photos, videos, but my first reaction is this park is beautiful. That castle is amazing. And things feel very familiar here. I mean, I walked down Main Street, I'm walking through Fantasyland, I went through the castle, I'm headed to Peter Pan. Although I always tell you at Disneyland, do not rope drop Peter Pan. But that's different here because I have early entry and there's a whole hour that we have before the parks open. So I'm going to Peter Pan first. Again, empty parks because we have a whole hour of early entry. There's Dumbo, and we made it to Peter Pan. Look, says it's a 5-minute wait. So you can tell by all these lines that this line gets long. So, knocking this one out first thing this morning. Thank you. Peter Pan was cute, very similar to our Peter Pan at Disneyland. Now, I'm not as familiar with this park. I did study the map and like get ideas of what I wanted to do, but I don't know exactly where Big Thunder Mountain is, but that's where I'm headed next because I hear it is the best Big Thunder Mountain of all the parks throughout the world. Here at this park, I have heard, so they have smoking areas, but the guests don't always adhere. So that is something that'll be different here at this park. Is there'll be designated smoking areas, but people do smoke throughout the park. Made it over here. So I hear this is kind of intense at the takeoff. And so I'm not gonna film this first time I go on it. I'll go on it another time while I'm here too, but I don't know if I'll be able to film. But I am excited. I will tell you my reaction when I get off because Big Thunder is my favorite attraction at Disneyland. Big Thunder Mountain. So you actually go over to an island. So you get on the train, it takes you under the water over to an island for this attraction. Super cool. Okay, it says a 5-minute wait. It's probably longer than that, maybe 10 minutes, but early in the morning, here we go. Big Thunder. We're just walking, so far I haven't had to stop. Look at all the lines that can potentially wind around in here. This line gets really long.
Hang on to them hats and glasses, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Okay, all right, Disneyland Paris, you win. That Big Thunder Mountain was so exciting. So it's like a faster train ride. I felt like I was on kind of like a runaway train. It takes you, you can see the water out there, so it takes you underneath the water and then you go over there to the island and that's the ride. And it goes, you know, fast getting over there and then it's just regular, felt like Big Thunder Mountain. And then it progressively got faster and faster as you're on the train. And then at the very end, you go back underneath the water and you are going fast. So much fun. Disneyland Paris, loved it. And that's where you go back in to go back under. Okay, and I'll show you later, I'll go on it, but over there, across the way, is Phantom Manor, which is their version of the Haunted Mansion. Here's their Mark Twain riverboat, but it's called the Molly Brown, and it goes around the islands. Next up, we're gonna go head to Discoveryland, which is their Tomorrowland, because there are 2 attractions over there that get really long waits, and I want to try and fit at least one of them in before regular guests are let into the park. So their Hyperspace Mountain, which it is always Hyperspace Mountain, their version of Space Mountain, but always hyperspace. And then Autopia, for some reason, the line gets really long over here. So I want to see if I can get on one or both of those before the park's officially open. And then we'll keep going, you guys. This is so fun. I wanted to mention that I have been watching the Disneyland app from home for the past couple weeks, so I can see like what's open during early entry, because there's not really a list anywhere of what's open. A lot of the park is open, but just so you know, so I was looking at the wait times so I could gauge what like lines get really long during the day, because I don't want to go on those rides during the day. I want to do them during early entry. So that's my plan, and that's kind of where I came up with my touring plan for today. Okay, I'm back in the hub. Can you hear the scary music? I wanted to show you they also have Main Street vehicles here. You can hop on and off. Okay, so I just came from there, from Frontierland. We're going across the way. Down there's Main Street. We're headed over here to Discoveryland. All right, here we go, Discoveryland. Okay, that up in front of us is Hyperspace Mountain. We have a Buzz Lightyear over here as well. We're gonna pass. Here is Buzz Lightyear. It is a 5-minute wait. Over here is Orbitron. Orbitron is another ride that gets a really long wait during the day, but it's not open right now. Hyperspace Mountain is back over there. And then I see Autopia is not running yet. So maybe it'll open up soon. But I see a line of people already waiting for this attraction. So here's the entrance. It's, what, 9:20? And there's already a line. Also, here's Hyperspace Mountain, and it is not open yet. And here's the line for Hyperspace Mountain. Looks like my options at this point are to go get in the line for Hyperspace Mountain, or come over here, get in the line for Autopia, or go ride Buzz Lightyear because it is open, and then get in line for one of these once the crowds kind of get through. But I feel like I want to get in line for one of these before the rest of the park guests are let in. So I think I'm gonna go get in line for Autopia, and then I'll hop over to Hyperspace. Hyperspace does have a single rider option, so I think that's fantastic. This line's already moving and opening, so I'm gonna go here to Autopia. They're already letting people in, so we're gonna go this way. Autopia cars, I feel like they're easier to drive. They're not so jerky. But this is a very popular ride here at Disneyland Paris. So don't wait too long in the day to get on this ride, or you'll have a really long wait time. I think I can. I'm gonna beat her. Here we go. Oh. Autopia here in Paris is very similar to the one at Disneyland. So as far as the track, it did feel shorter, and the cars weren't as jerky, but otherwise this is very similar to Disneyland. All right, Hyperspace Mountain is a 25-minute wait, so let's go. Now, they do have single rider lines here. Single rider lines on several of the attractions. As I see them, I'll show them to you, but this one does have a single rider option. Okay, I am not doing that one again. Okay, think Incredicoaster's super fast takeoff, but then you're inside, so you're in this car, and the harness comes over the top of you. Then you're inside, you hear Hyperspace Mountain music, and it's dark like Space Mountain, but it is so fast. It's like Incredicoaster. I'm pretty sure we did a loop-de-loop. I don't know, we twisted it around. I don't know, that made me sick. I am not doing that one again, but if you love thrill coasters, Hyperspace Mountain is for you. Here is Hyperspace Mountain, and then this is the long chute that you go up at the very beginning of the ride to get into the attraction, and it shoots you up there really fast. There they go. All right, so we just finished Hyperspace Mountain, and we're gonna head over here, and I'm gonna show you, they have Star Tours back around the corner, but I'm gonna get over I'm gonna go do Buzz Lightyear, and then I want to get over to Fantasyland before it gets too crowded. Here's Orbitron. So this is a 20-minute wait, but it's very similar to ours at Disneyland. So I'm not gonna go on that, but there you go. They do have that attraction here at Disneyland Paris. You can start to see there's more people in the parks now. The parks have now officially opened. I'm gonna go over here to Buzz Lightyear. It's a 10-minute wait. Hyperspace Mountain was only a 15-minute wait. It said 25 minutes. And then the parks opened a little bit before I got off that ride. So it is now about 10:10 and the parks have been open for about 40 minutes. And my plan is to do Buzz Lightyear, and then I'm gonna go over to Fantasyland and see if I can hit all those attractions. All right, feels very similar to Disneyland. You can actually move this and you're gonna shoot at your target. Okay, this popcorn smells delightful. They have sweet and salty, and I think you can mix them. So I'm gonna get a little snack. For €8, which is about $9, you could get a combo with a drink and popcorn. Now my popcorn, I was able to mix sweet and salty. So let's try this. Salty, sweet. Okay, all right, yummy. I feel like I'm at Disneyland. Popcorn, soda in hand. Let's go off to Fantasyland. Okay, I was gonna try and go on Snow White next, but it is closed. I see all these people exiting, but I want to show you something. Oh, there she is, always watching. Right next to Snow White is Pinocchio, and it looks like Pinocchio is closed as well. So we will not go on Pinocchio right now. Across the way is the carousel. Very similar to our carousel. Over there is Peter Pan, where I went this morning. Right here we've got Dumbo. Over here we've got the teacups. And something is going on there. Carousel. This is all behind the castle. And over there is Snow White and Pinocchio. There's the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts is coming.
Meeting characters here at Disneyland Paris. Similar to other Disney parks, lines form. And there's usually, fairly good amount of wait, but I will tell you that meeting Mickey, right now here's this area where you can meet Mickey, and it says that it's a 60-minute wait. So meeting characters can be long lines. So here, do you recognize the outside of this building as like maybe Mr. Toad's ride? But it's not, it is a place to eat. So there's not a Mr. Toad's attraction, but there is a Mr. Toad's Toad Hall where you can eat.
Wow.
Can we get a photo?
You want a photo?
Yeah.
What's the magic word?
Please.
There you go.
Captain Hook, hello. And Gaston just had a little reaction with me. You just stop. He'll take a picture with you. Looks like Pinocchio's back open. Let's go. Right, Pinocchio. It only says a 10-minute wait. This is not a 10-minute wait. It's probably more like 20, 25 minutes. There are lots of people in this line. You get inside this building, and there are just lots of people. They're almost to the front.
time for Disney Stars on Parade. I'm going to walk right through the castle and go find a spot in front of the castle to watch the parade. It's shown daily. I showed up about 15 minutes before the parade started and got a spot in front of the castle. I really wanted to have this view. If you would like to have like front row of the parade, you probably want to show up maybe 30 minutes before the parade starts. The parade starts in Fantasyland and comes down through in front of the castle, down Main Street, and ends at Main Street. And it happens daily. Just check the app. Let me just share with you some of the floats, the characters that you will see in this amazing parade. I really enjoyed it. It was actually a really good variety of characters. Now take a listen. The music is in English, but some of the characters are actually speaking in French. You'll find that actually throughout the park as you're going on attractions or watching a show. Things are in English and in French. So really it was kind of nice because I could understand and get a feel for what was going on, and I enjoyed listening to the things in French. They have a baby care center similar to all the other Disney parks, and it is of course at the end of Main Street. This is the end of Main Street and it's to the right. Something else nice they have here, because it rains a lot, is they have this arcade. It's called Discovery Arcade, and on either side of Main Street, so there's Main Street right there. Sometimes, you know, at Disneyland they will open up like a back alley, and that's just basically walking and there's just like walls. Well, this is actually shops, so you can walk and you can access the shops on Main Street, but through here under the out of the rain, and it goes all the way down Main Street, and it's just called an arcade. Basically it's a shortcut too, so like after parades you could use this. There's Main Street over there, and let me just walk down here a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about, how it's all covered. And then you walk down here and it's cute. Like, it's not like just an alleyway. It's got artwork. fun things to look at. And then, like I said, you can access the stores that are on Main Street from this alleyway. Okay, you go in there. Disneyana. You can go in here. I do plan to go shopping at some point, so there's a little peruse. Oh, look at that beautiful little castle right there. And chandelier. It's Halloween time. They have a few Halloween treats I've seen. But this Mickey-shaped cookie, like, I think I need one of those. It's Mickey-shaped. A beignet, Mickey-shaped croissant. This is the Cable Car Bake Shop. So it looks like they've got, that's probably carrot cake, yep. Eclair, cupcake. For lunch, we are on Main Street. We're gonna go right in here to the market house. My friend Chris Provost, if you watch YouTube, Chris has mentioned this sandwich inside the market house, the croque monsieur. So I'm going to go and get that. I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. And so I'm gonna grab lunch in here. I grabbed my desserts first, and then I'll show you everything that I got. Here we go. They've got different sandwiches over there on the left, and then they've got a salad, and I'm getting the croque monsieur. They have it with turkey and cheese or with ham and cheese. So there's with the turkey and cheese. And I'm gonna get the ham and cheese right here. One of those. Ooh, those look good. Look, they do silhouettes here. This is kind of like in the alcove next to the marketplace. So if you want silhouettes done, we got the croque monsieur with ham. So it's ham and cheese. Yum. We got a chocolate chip cookie, and we got a carrot cake, and then this is a beignet filled with Nutella. All right, so this is our lunch. Let's dig in. I took a bite because I wanted to try it, but this is the croque monsieur, so it's a ham and cheese sandwich. There's like a crust on the top. The bread is really good. This is a good recommendation. So it's at the Market House in Disneyland Paris. Their Halloween decor is up, and it's just up for a month. 1st of October to the end of October. So they have a Mickey and a Minnie popcorn bucket here. It's 26 euros, which is probably about $28, $29. Over here next to City Hall. Tigger is over here meeting guests. He's got quite the line. It's time to go ride the train. Let's ride the train around and get a good look at the parks. It says it's maybe a 10-minute wait. Is that what it says? Yeah. So let's go do the railroad. A great view of Town Square from the top of the train station.
Passagers. Pendant le trajet, veuillez rester assis et garder bras et mains à l'intérieur. Et s'il vous plaît, veuillez ne pas fumer. Merci. For your safety, please stay seated. Bienvenue à nos nouveaux passagers. Pendant le trajet, veuillez rester assis.
Behind me is the wheelchair and stroller rental location. So wheelchairs are 25 euros a day and strollers are 30 euros a day. Wanted to explain, so they have here wheelchairs you can rent, but they do not have ECVs. If you are used to renting an ECV at Disneyland, you cannot rent one here. You can rent one from an outside source. They were saying like at the pharmacy, and then you can wheel, ride in on a scooter, but you cannot rent them here at Disneyland Paris. Let me tell you a little bit about how the disability pass works here, because it is different than Disneyland in California or Walt Disney World. So they have an option online. You can go and you can request a priority pass or priority card. To do that, you just fill out the information and you have to be able to provide something. Again, all the information is on their website. If you think you qualify or you do qualify for the disability pass, what you do is you fill out the information ahead of time on the website, and then they send you like a code saying, okay, when you get here, go to City Hall. So City Hall is back over there. So you would go to City Hall and you would bring your documentation that they ask for. Again, all this is on the website before you even come. So if you would like to apply for a disability pass, you need to do it ahead of time. And then what it allows you to do is it allows you and 4 other guests to get in the line. Usually it's priority access. And then for shows, again, a place to sit. And then for fireworks, a place to sit, and the parade as well. So those are just some of the things I've learned about disability. And if you have any questions, you can check the Disneyland Paris website. If you want pictures in front of the castle, all these people are standing here waiting, just come right over here to the side and you have a great view of the castle and a really pretty picture. And I love all these figurines and things that they have up. I think they did them for the 30th Paris birthday celebration, but they kept them up. I really like them. There's Princess Tiana. Let's try this again. Snow White here in Disneyland Paris. I love these giant trees right here. Snow White, very similar to our attraction at Disneyland in Anaheim. So if you want, you can go on that one, but if you want to skip it, it's very similar to what we have in California. But it's fun. The carousel has really big horses. It is called the Carousel of Lancelot. So that is different than King Arthur's carousel that we have in Disneyland in California. So here's the carousel. I'm not going to go on the carousel, but that gives you an idea what the carousel looks like. Here we are over at the teacups, which again are more similar to Walt Disney World, just because they have a cover. But just like the ones in the US. Parks are definitely busy now. It is a Sunday. I wanted to show you guys behind me, they have these little food booths, similar to what we would have over in the US for maybe food and wine, but these are permanent. They are always here. I'll go show you one of them. And then behind me is It's a Small World, and I have heard this is a really good version of It's a Small World. This booth, they have sauerkraut, and they've got all these pretzels. This one has sweets, there's a candy apple, there's marshmallow wands, fruit, macarons. This one has waffles, so you can get Nutella or salted caramel. Getting the, these are scalloped potatoes with ham. Oh, she's making it up over here for me. You can also get a sandwich. Oh, yum. I got these scalloped potatoes with ham and cheese right over here at these booths next to It's a Small World. Scalloped potatoes with ham and cheese. Okay, these are good. I like this. Not all the food. I've heard the food here isn't that wonderful, so I'm afraid to go like veering off too far from what I know. These are good. Ham and cheese, potatoes, can't go wrong. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I'm gonna go get on Small World and duck inside. I like that this is all covered again because it rains a lot here. They have a lot of attractions with a queue that is covered. There is very little water that this boat is floating in.
Merci de garder les enfants correctement at small bateau. Please keep your children seated inside the boat.
Nice as we come out. It's raining. We are underneath this cover, so we're not gonna get wet. I think that is my favorite It's a Small World version. They do a really good job of portraying the different countries, but showing fascinating, cool things about each country. So I really enjoyed this Small World. Don't skip this one when you come to Disneyland Paris. I did come prepared for the rain today with my umbrella and my rain jacket. And it rains a lot here in Paris, apparently. So you want to make sure that you check the weather before your trip because you might need an umbrella or you might need a rain jacket. So they do have a good accommodation for the weather because I think they obviously knew when they were planning and building the park that it rains a lot here. We are rain. People are still here. It's not slowing them down. Cinderella fountain. Here's an example of people smoking, and it's not a smoking area. So it's the castle. I'm gonna go take you guys and show you the cool thing they have here at this castle that they don't have at any other Disney castle. So you can walk through the castle here, and I'm gonna show you something really exciting that they have here that they don't have at any other Disney castle. Underneath the castle at Disneyland Paris, there is an actual dragon. This is the coolest animatronic I have ever seen. You definitely need to go downstairs and check out the dragon when you go to the Disneyland castle. Now, these are the views from up above. I'm also going to show you what it looks like at ground level. It's the coolest. underneath the castle, there's a dragon, and you can come right here at like eye level with the dragon, or you can go up where I just filmed, where you're a little higher up, and that's like access from inside the castle. And I think you have better views up there. But let me show you what it looks like down here. Just looking at the dragon from up there. You can do both, but from up there you have a really good view. This is underneath the castle in Disneyland Paris. It's kind of been sprinkling on and off. I've decided I'm gonna go check into the room and then maybe take a little rest, because it is literally, I just walked out the gates right there and here's the hotel. How nice is that? Stay tuned for our next Disneyland Paris video, where I will give you a room tour of our room here at the Disneyland Hotel, what it looks like to stay on property. Also, early entry into the other Disney park here in Paris, and more tips and tricks to help you on your vacation.